The first person that we've got coming to the stage is Anton Daniels. Anton Daniels, can you hear us okay?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Perfect.
Hi, Anton.
So, hey, how you doing? First and foremost, if you're gonna use my content, fam, right? Because I try to use my panel to allow people to be able to have a voice. If you're gonna use my content to this extent, you got to get my permission, man. Because I can literally go back and file a copyright strike, and it'll go against your channel. It'll remove the video, but you got to get my permission if you want to use my content, bro. I didn't know you was actually coming on my platform so that you can then take my content and then use it for negativity. That's not what my platform is for, bro. Like respectfully, I'm not threatening you. I'm not doing any of that. But you got to get my permission if you're just gonna go about using my content and try to use it. You know what I'm saying, to get views. That's not cool, bro. Like I let people come on my platform. I let them promote their channel. I let them do all of that. But if you're gonna use it for negativity, at the very least, discuss it with me. I'm not hard to get in touch with. You jumped on my platform. You have no problem with being able to get in touch with me. I'm not hard to find. I don't think that that's unreasonable for you to ask me to use my content to be able to do this.
And I really want to be respectful and not interrupt you. Are you finished with your thought?
I'm finished with that one, but
Okay, yeah, perfect. And I'll address the first thought, and then you can let me know what the next one is. I totally understand where you're coming from, and first and foremost, I never join your panel with the intention of clipping up anything, with the intention of using anything. I've heard about you in these streets, so I clicked the panel, clicked the video because I thought that you would be there. But instead, I saw a panel of different people. I saw that the topic wasn't what the video said it was, and the conversation naturally developed from there. And it was actually after I had several other, very contentious encounters with Jonathan Barronville that then decided, you know what, this would be a good idea for me to make this reaction video. Based on some recent experiences we had just earlier today with JB making very inappropriate remarks towards women. So I just want to clear the air with letting you know it was never my intention to join your panel because I knew that JB was going to say some wild, out of pocket shit like this and I was going to clip it up for views. I've barely been in YouTube for 2 weeks. I really don't care about the views. I care about holding people accountable in the community because it's very dangerous when people are on platforms such as this and there's not really much moderation and they're able to just say whatever the hell they want. So that's really where I'm coming from. As far as fair use, again, I'm very new with YouTube. I have watched several videos on what fair use is, but you probably know a lot more about it than me. I understand in a perfect world, content creators would like everybody to get their written permission, but I never thought to do that with you because I really didn't view you as being somebody who was that accessible. You seem like you have a big platform. You seem like if I sent you an email asking for me to use a segment of your stream, I feel like I probably wouldn't get a response for weeks on end. So if that's not the case and you are reachable, then I have no problem with reaching out to you first. And perhaps even if it does take you a while and I do publish a video, you would at least see, hey, Mr. Real Estate did send a message at this time, at least requesting it. So if that's where you're coming from, I don't have any problem following those guidelines for your channel. I just thought I was following the fair use guidelines that YouTube had set out themselves.
It's common courtesy, A, but B, I actually spoke with you on the platform, so I think it's a bit disingenuous for you to say that just because you arrived there and I wasn't on the platform at that specific time speaking does not mean that at points in a conversation that you did not directly have interactions with me. That's disingenuous and you know it.
That's not disingenuous because the one time you're talking about where I was on a completely different stream with you, it was before this encounter. And at
But
that point in time, when we were talking about a completely different subject, I had not had in my mind to make this video. I was not ruminating over this and then talk to you and consciously decided not to ask your permission. So again, I understand where you're coming from, but that's not the case. It's not that serious.
I think it is that serious for me. And I
For you, yes, for you.
right. It is that serious. If you've taken the time to actually react to the content, then I think that you should also reach out to the content creator prior to, and not just assume. But again, using my content, that's just common courtesy, bro. I've been on YouTube for 8 years, and I've always reached out to different people just basically as a content creator, because obviously you want to get in this game as far as creating content, and you want to get your subscribers up or whatever, right? We're not doing it just because it's fun. Eventually we doing it because it's actually going to serve a purpose in our lives. But as a content creator, I think that, you know, that's just common courtesy. So I think that we both agree on that, right? Correct. So we can move on to the next issue
Yeah,
really
we
quick.
definitely agree on that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So in
But common
addition,
courtesy and fair use guidelines are two separate things, to be fair.
so are we clear on that issue?
We are
So if you,
clear we are
do
clear
we
that you
agree
feel
that
that it
if
is
you,
common courtesy to get for someone to get your written permission, but I am just proclaiming, as everyone knows who's researched fair use, it says nowhere in fair use that you have to get written permission. So fair
listen,
use
listen, listen.
and what common courtesy is
We
are just
we
two
can
different
go
things we're
down this
talking
path.
about.
This is not a technical discussion. I am not trying to say. I told you this is not a smoke video. I simply asked you if you
Anton, what
want
is
to
a disconnect? We agree on common courtesy, but
listen,
common
listen, listen.
courtesy and YouTube law
You
is
gotta
two
let me
separate
finish it.
things.
When you speak, I'm quiet the entire
Go
time.
for it. I'll mute myself.
What I'm asking you is that if you decide to use my content going forward, can you please reach out to me first and get my permission?
And I
It's
agree
as
to
simple
that
as that.
wholeheartedly.
Okay, cool. So the next issue is, I think that it's a bit disingenuous because um, John is a good friend of mine, and listen, you have your own reasons for doing whatever it is that you choose to do, and nobody knows that except for you. I'm not
I really
concerned.
don't want to cut you off, but can we please get away from intentions and get on to what this man
I'm
said? We
sorry.
all saw the
Can
video.
I
I
actually
mean,
say what it is that I'm asking you politely to let me finish what it is that I'm saying in the
I'm
same
just
way
making
that I
sure that
don't,
you aren't going to long
in the
stroke me.
same
We
way
already
that I
been
do
up here
not
for two
interrupt you.
hours,
Can
and
you
I want to
please
make
do
sure
not
we
interrupt
focus
me?
on what he said, not just what people think my intentions are for revealing what he said.
I'm not caring about what your intentions are about revealing what he said
Then
about
why
that.
are you saying
Okay?
things like
Because you're
disingenuous?
not letting me finish a sentence and you're not being able to communicate effectively. So let me actually finish what it is that I want to say, and then we can have a conversation like men.
And if I think it's not getting relevant, I will interject again. Go ahead.
So is this okay? So if we're not going to actually have a conversation, and again, when I first came up on this platform, I said, "Yo, I don't have any smoke for you. I just want to kick it." But if you want to go back and forth, and we want to play this game, is this what you want to do?
I don't know what game you're talking about. The first point of contention was what was common courtesy versus fair use. Now, the second point of contention is you talking about my intentions for posting the video instead of talking
I
about what your
said,
friend
I
said.
don't know what your intentions are. We all have our own intentions. I don't know what that is. And then I went on to go about having a conversation, and you interrupted me. Do you want to have this conversation in good faith, or do you want to just go back and forth and try to create a moment for yourself?
I don't know again what you're talking about with a moment. I guess I'm kind of curious to see what you have to say, but other than that, I don't
Then let
want
me
or need
talk
or
and stop
desire to have this
interrupting me.
conversation.
Be a man and have a conversation like men have conversations, and stop interrupting me like I don't interrupt you when you're trying to make your point.
Okay, so when you do the underhand insults, again, this is Mr. Real
It's
Estate
not
Show,
an
not
insult.
Anton
I said,
Daniels Show.
let's
So
have
you
a
can
conversation
continue and we
like
can move
men.
forward, or you can keep with the tit for tat.
All right, I got you. Okay, no worries. I understand what this is. Have a nice night, my friend.
Oh, okay. So he didn't have anything of value to say. Got it. He said Jonathan Barronville is his boy. He started talking about he didn't know what my intentions are, made comments about wanting to get views, made comments about moments. Again, it sounds like JB could not come here to defend himself, so he sent his big dog. And his big dog couldn't defend a damn thing because the only thing Anton Daniels did was get up here, threaten, threaten to allow him to come on the show, or else he would flag the show for fair use. He said right here, chat, you can see, you're using my video without permission. Let me up or get flagged. So you know what? We realized that we already reacted as much as we needed to. So I went ahead and let the man up. And did he have anything to say defending JB and the prostitution and the tricking? Did he have anything to say about the wild ass advice that he's allowing to be spit on his show, his platform, the Anton Daniels Show? He's allowing this to be associated with his brand, and he wants to get up here and talk about moments of fame and views and fair use and flag. Like, come on now, why don't we talk about the topic at hand? Your man's is up here slacking.
I've been working hard throughout the week, yeah. Trying to make sure that I get a meal,